Good morning. My name is Joy Killiany, and I would like to read to you um, for the next year the Bible. For Christmas of last year, I received the Life Application Study Bible from my mother. This Bible is over 20 years old, and it was my mother's Bible, and I asked her for it for Christmas, and I was quite content for that to be my Christmas present. So I think it was a real blessing. On January 1st, before the beginning of 2026, I decided to complete reading the Bible in a year. But there were a lot of setbacks, and I never got started right away. And I was just gonna read it for myself. But then I started a video journal on my iPad, and then time went by, and I was interested in Our Daily Bread Ministries, and I would get Our Daily Bread Ministries and share it with people in not only English but also Spanish, and share it with my cousin's children, because I believe it's important to raise your children with the Word of God. So then I decided, I'm here talking to myself about random things, and I think it's important to be very careful what you say. It's important because the words your words are powerful. Your words are powerful. So I didn't want to share my private journals that were just like ranting and rantings and random things about my life. So I decided that I would share the Bible. So yes, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I started reading it. My first day of reading Our Daily Bread was Tuesday, March 3rd. And I read Numbers 28 to 30 and Mark 8, 22 to 38 by myself. So I'm going to go back and read that another day. But today I'm going to be working on the Our Daily Bread for, as far as the scriptures are concerned. There's also this, I receive Our Daily Bread in my email. So there's different schedules depending on which book you receive, but I'm going based on my personal emails from Our Daily Bread. So today my goal is to read Numbers 31 through 33, the book of Numbers, chapters 31 to 33, and Mark chapter 9, verses 1 through 29. If you guys have any questions about the notes in the study Bible that pertain to the scriptures that I'm going to read, please leave a message in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so Numbers 31, the war against Midian. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Lord of Midian. Of every tribe 1,000, throughout all the tribes of Israel, shall ye send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, to the war, with the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites, as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males, and they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi and Rechem and Zur and Hut and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam, also the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives, their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle and all their flocks and all their goods. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire. And they took all the spoils and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoils unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp of the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan near Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, Ye have saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. And therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women, children, that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves, and do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath killed any person, and whosoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day, and purify all your raiment and all that is made of skins, and all works of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war, which went to the battle, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord commanded Moses. Only the gold and the silver, the brass, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that may abide the fire, ye shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not the fire, ye shall make go through the water. And ye shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and ye shall be clean, and afterward ye shall come into the camp. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of men and of beasts, thou and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divide the prey unto 2 parts, between them that took the war upon them, who went out to battle, and between all the congregation. And Levi attribute, it says, and Levi attribute unto the Lord of the men of war, which went out to battle. 1 soul of 500, both of the persons and of the beeves, and of the asses and of the sheep. Take it of their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest for an heave offering of the Lord. And of the children of Israel's half, thou shalt take 1 portion of 50 of the persons, of the beeves, of the asses, and of the flocks, of all manner of beasts, and give them unto the Levites, which keep the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep, and 12,000 beeves, and 1,000 asses, and 32,000 persons in all, of women that had not known men by lying with him. And the half which was the portion of them that went out to war, was in number 300,000 and 30,000 and 500 sheep. And the Lord's tribute of the sheep was 660 and the beeves were 36,000, of which the Lord's tribute was threescore and 12. And the asses were 30,500, of which the Lord's tribute was threescore and 1. And the persons were 16,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 32 persons. And Moses gave the tribute, which was the Lord's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses. And of the children of Israel's half, which Moses divided from the men that warred. Now the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000 and 30,000 and 7,000 and 500 sheep and 36,000 beeves and 30,000 asses and 516,000 persons. Even of the children of Israel's half, Moses took one portion of 50, both of men and of beasts, and gave them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the officers which were over and the officers which were over thousands of the host, the captains of thousands and the captains of hundreds, came near unto Moses. And they said unto Moses, Thy servants have taken the sum of the war. Thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war, which are under our charge. And there lacketh not one man of us. We have therefore brought an oblation for the Lord, what every man hath gotten of jewels of gold, chains and bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets, to make an atonement for our souls before the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of them, even all wrought jewels, and all the gold of the offerings that they offered up to the Lord, of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels. For the men of war had taken spoils, every man for himself. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tabernacle of the congregation for a memorial for the children of Israel before the Lord. That's the end of Numbers chapter 31. Two and a half tribes received their land. Numbers chapter 32. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle, and when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle, the children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest, and unto the princes of the congregation, saying, Adaroth and Dibon and Jazer and Nimrah and Heshbon and Elealel and Shebam and Nebo and Beon, even the country which the Lord smote before the congregation of Israel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Wherefore they said, If we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan. And Moses said unto the children of Gad and the children of Reuben, Shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here? And therefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land which the Lord hath given them? ? Thus did your fathers when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. For when they went up onto the valley of Eshcol and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which the Lord had given them. And the Lord's anger was kindled the same time, and he swears, saying, Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun. For they have wholly followed the Lord. And the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years unto all the generations that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was consumed. And behold, ye are risen up in your father's stead an increase of sinful men to augment yet the fierce anger of the Lord toward Israel. For if ye turn away from after him, he will yet again leave them in the wilderness, and ye shall destroy all this people. And they came near unto him and said, We will build sheepfolds here for our cattle, and cities for our little ones. But we ourselves, we will go ready armed before the children of Israel, until we have brought them unto their place, and our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. For we will not inherit with them on yonder side Jordan or forward, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side Jordan eastward. And Moses said unto them, If ye will do this thing, ye will go armed before the Lord to war, and will go all of you armed over Jordan before the Lord, until he hath driven out his enemies before him, and the land be subdued before the Lord. Then afterward ye shall return and be guiltless before the Lord and before Israel, and this land shall be your possession before the Lord. But if ye will not do so, behold, ye have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. Build your cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do that which hath proceeded out of your mouth. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spake unto Moses, saying, Thy servants will do as my Lord commandeth. Our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and all our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. But thy servants will pass over, every man armed for war, before the Lord to battle, as my Lord saith. So concerning them, Moses commanded Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And Moses said unto them, If the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before the Lord, and the land shall be subdued before you. Then ye shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, As the Lord has said unto thy servants, so will we do. We will pass over armed before the Lord unto the land of Canaan, that the possession of our inheritance on this side Jordan may be ours. And Moses gave them Numbers chapter 32, verse 33. And Moses gave unto them, even to the children of Gad, and to the children of Reuben, and unto half the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and the king of Og, king of Bashan, the land, with the cities thereof in the coast, even the cities of the country round about. And the children of Gad built Deben, and Ataroth, and Aroer, and Atroth, Sophen, and Jazar, and Jogbehah, and Beth Nimrah, and Beth Haran fenced cities, and folds for sheep. And the children of Reuben built Heshbon and Eleazar and Kirjatham and Nebo and Baal-meon, their names being changed, and Shibma, and gave other names unto the cities which they builded. And the children of Mashir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead and took it and dispossessed the Amorites which was in it. And Moses gave Gilead unto Mashir, the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt therein. And Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took the small towns thereof, and called them Havoth Jair. And and Noba went and took Kenneth and the villages thereof, and called it Noba after his own name. So this is taking some time. I need to check my messages real quick. Okay. So I'm freed up to do this because my other plans got canceled. So it must be God's will. Okay. Camped on the plains of Moab, Israel's travel route. Numbers chapter 33. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Lord. And these are their journeys according to their goings out. And they departed from Ramses in the first month on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with an high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Lord had smitten among them. Upon their gods also the Lord executed judgments. And the children of Israel removed from Ramesses and pitched in Succoth, and they departed from Succoth and pitched in Etham, which is the edge of the wilderness. And they removed from Etham and turned again onto Pi Hahiroth, which is before Baal-Zethon, and they pitched before Migdol, and they departed from before Pi Hahiroth and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness, and went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham, and pitched in Marah. And they removed from Marah and came unto Elam. And in Elam were 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees, and they pitched there. And they removed from Elam and encamped by the Red Sea. And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dophkah. And they departed from Dophkah and encamped in Alush. And they removed from Alush and encamped at Rephidim. There was no water for the people to drink. Where there was no water for the people to drink. And they departed from Rephidim and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai. And they removed from the desert of Sinai and pitched at Kibroth-Hattaavah. And they departed from Kibroth-Hattaavah and encamped at Hazeroth. And they departed from Hazeroth and pitched in Rithmah. And they departed from Rithmah and pitched in Ramoth Perez. And they departed from Ramoth Perez and pitched in Libnah. And they removed from Libnah and pitched at Risa. And they journeyed from Risa and pitched in Kehelatha. And they went from Kehelatha and pitched in Mount Shapher. And they removed from Mount Shapher and encamped in Harada. And they removed from Harada and pitched in Makaloth. And they removed from Makaloth and camped at Tahath. And they departed from Tahath and pitched at Terah. And they removed from Terah and pitched in Mithkah. And they went from Mithkah and pitched in Hashmanah. And they departed from Hashmanah and encamped at Mazaroth. And they departed from Mazaroth and pitched in Ben-Jacan. And they removed from Ben-Jacan, Bene-Jacan, and encamped at Hor Haggidgah. Okay, that's a hard one. Hor Haggidgah. God. That's the hardest one I've read so far. And they went from Hor Haggidgah, something like that, and pitched in Jotbathah. And they removed from Jotbathah and encamped at Ebronah. And they departed from Ebronah and encamped at Ezion-Gaber. And they removed from Ezion-Gaber and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in Mount Hor, in the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord, and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron came out of the land of Egypt in the first day of the 5th. Let me start over that part. Numbers chapter 33, verse 38. And Aaron the priest went up unto Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord, and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron was 123 years old, and he died in Mount Hor. And King Arab the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south of the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmanah. And they departed from Zalmanah and pitched in Punah. And they departed from Punah and pitched in Oboth. And they departed from Oboth and pitched in Abarim, in the border of Moab. And they departed from Lim and pitched in Dibon Gad. And they removed from Dibon Gad and encamped in Almon Diblathim. And they removed from Almon Diblathim and pitched in the mountain of Abarim before Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim and pitched in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched by Jordan from Beth Jesimoth even unto Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. How to settle and conquer the new land. Verse 50. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye are passed over Jordan unto the land of Canaan, then ye shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten images, and quite pluck down all their high places. And ye shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land, and dwell therein. For I have given you the land to possess it. And ye shall divide the land by lot for the inheritance among your families. And to the more ye shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer ye shall give the land the less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where he hath falleth, his lot falleth. According to the tribes of your fathers, ye shall inherit. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein ye dwell. Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as I thought to do unto them. Okie dokie. That concludes the Old Testament portion of my reading for Wednesday, March 4th. It is currently Saturday. It is currently Saturday, March 7th, 2026, but I'm really far behind. And this is gonna be a lot harder than I thought it would, but that's okay. So finally, I'm gonna be reading Mark 9, chapters 1 through 29 for our daily bread of Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. And so I'm going to have to do like 2 of these a day to catch up on the schedule that I started on. And that's not gonna be easy. But that's okay. Pray for me. I'm sure this is God's will. Let's see. Mark 9, 1 through 29. 1 through 29. Mark 9, 1 through 29. Okay, perfect. Mark 9. And he said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here which shall not taste of death till they have seen the kingdom of God come with power. Jesus is transfigured on the mountain. And after 6 days, Jesus taketh with him Peter and James and John, and leadeth them up into an high mountain apart by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. And his raiment became shining, exceeding white as snow, so as no fuller on earth than can white them. I'm sorry, what on earth did I just say? And there appeared unto them Elias with Moses, and they were talking with Jesus. And Peter answered and said to Jesus, Master, it is good for us to be here, and let us make 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elias. But he wist not what to say, for they were sore afraid. And there was a cloud that overshadowed them, and a voice came out of the cloud, saying, This is my beloved Son, hear him. And suddenly, when they had looked round about, they saw no man any more, save Jesus only with themselves. And they came down from the mountain, and charged them that they should tell no man what things they had seen, till the Son of Man were risen from the dead. And they kept that saying with themselves, questioning one with another, what the rising from the dead should mean. And they asked him, saying, Why say the scribes that Elias must first come? And he answered and told them, Elias verily cometh first, and restoreth all things. And how it is written of the Son of Man, that he must suffer many things, and be set at naught. But I say unto you that Elias is indeed come, and they have done unto him whatsoever they listed, as it is written of him. Jesus heals a demon-possessed boy. And when he came unto his disciples, he saw a great multitude about them, the scribes questioning with them, and straightway all the people, when they beheld him, were greatly amazed, and running to him, saluted him. And he asked the scribe, What question ye with them? And when the multitude answered and said, Master, I have brought unto thee my son, which hath a dumb spirit, and wheresoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth and gnasheth with his teeth, and pineth away. And I spake to thy disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not. He answered him and said, O faithless generation, how long shall I be with ye? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him unto me. And they brought him unto him. And they said unto him, Straightway the spirit tear him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed foaming. And he asked his father, How long is it ago since this came unto him? This is Jesus' word. Jesus was saying, How long is it ago since this came unto him? And he said, Of a child, and oftentimes it hath cast him into the fire and into the waters to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Jesus said unto him, If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe, help thou mine unbelief. When Jesus saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him, and enter no more into him. And the spirit cried and rent him sore, and came out of him, and he was as one dead, insomuch that many said, He is dead. But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he was come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, Why could not we cast him out? And he said unto them, This kind come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. May the Lord add his blessing to the reading of his word.